We have all pretended to be a civilian once in our life in a LEGO game, but what is it actually like being one? This is how long does it take to walk across every single LEGO game map. With 124 maps, we will first start off with the hub worlds and then work our way into the open worlds. Starting off with LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Now this one was pretty easy apart from the outside area where everyone just wakes up and chooses violence, so I decided to use a Force Ghost. The total time for LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga was a mere 1 minute and 10 seconds compared to the later entries. Just in case you are wondering about LEGO Star Wars the video game and LEGO Star Wars 2, here is how long it took me to walk across them maps. Grab your fedora as we are off on an adventure. Next up is LEGO Indiana Jones The Original Adventures. Now this one should have been a simple walk in the park, but it wasn't until I reached the stairs when I realised you could not walk up the stairs. Which is a massive problem because I need to get up them stairs, but there was a really weird solution to this. So in LEGO Indiana Jones, when you attack, you move at the exact same speed as you walk. So for some reason, when I punch, I can actually get up the stairs, so I just punched my way across the map and it took me 55 seconds to get across, and this is the smallest map on the list. Next up is LEGO Batman The Video Game. If you are wondering how this challenge works, I simply pick the furthest point of a map and walk all the way across the map to the other furthest point. Any interruptions like deaths or cars getting in my way will be deducted from the time. Anyway, let's get back to it. So LEGO Batman The Video Game is split into two separate maps. You have Arkham Asylum and the Batcave. One is the loneliest number that you... Yes, so the Batcave only took 2 minutes and 17 seconds to walk across, whereas Arkham Asylum was a little bit more tricky, as you do get attacked in there quite a lot, and yes, this is Riddler walking, he is not sneaking, and Arkham Asylum took 2 minutes and 32 seconds, giving a total time of 4 minutes and 46 seconds. That is all of the easy ones done. It is about to get a whole lot harder. Come on everybody, get into the fridge. Yes, do not mess about. It's LEGO Indiana Jones 2. You've got to be kidding me. I am not going to lie here. This did kind of make me scared for what is to come with the likes of LEGO Dimensions and the Skywalker Saga, as LEGO Indiana Jones 2 is broken down into 6 mini hub worlds. I have got to admit, I have never been a major fan of these hub worlds. They just don't really do it for me, and a lot of them feel very lackluster, but to get across all of these 6 maps, it takes 16 minutes and 8 seconds. Now go grab yourself some flu powder, and don't forget to say it very clearly, Diagon Alley. It's LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 next. How on earth any student got to class on time in Hogwarts is a mystery to me, because it was super tricky to navigate. With there being so many paths you can take, it took me forever to figure out where to begin and where to finish. So here is the route. We will begin inside of old mate Dumbledore's office, then we will head down the moving stairs all the way across the school to the most British room going, Professor Trelawney's classroom. Then we will have a cup of tea and wait for all this to blow over. The walk across Hogwarts took me 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Most of this time was due to the moving stairs. Adding on Diagon Alley, the total time for LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 was 5 minutes and 48 seconds. Coming from a galaxy far, far away, it's LEGO Star Wars 3 up next. How many more elevators am I going to need to take to get across this map? I ain't complaining though, the music, oh! Though this map isn't very big, it surprisingly took longer to get across than Hogwarts, with the Venator taking 3 minutes and 48 seconds and the Dreadnought taking 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Total walking time 6 minutes and 43 seconds. Now next up is LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm going to quickly breeze over this one as it is just a straight path, not for Jack Sparrow though, taking 2 minutes to walk across. This hub world was very disappointing. Coming up next is LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 to 7. Naturally, you would think this would be the exact same as LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 to 4, but it is not. Unlike the first game where you head to the top of the moving stairs and it is just blocked off, in the second game you can then progress all the way to the main hall, then to the outside gardens. But it gets even better, as you can do this in one entire journey. If you begin at the very bottom of Nocturne Alley and head all the way to King's Cross Station, board the Hogwarts Express, then head all the way across Hogwarts, you can do this journey in one without having to load into Hogwarts separately, taking a total journey time of 7 minutes and 11 seconds, and say goodbye to the hub worlds. It is now time for the open worlds. Beginning with LEGO Batman 2, there is no denying the sheer size of Gotham City in this game, so I decided to start at the very bottom of Joker's Funland and head all the way across Gotham to behind Wayne Tower, which is just ridiculously big. Bruce Wayne, are you compensating for something here? Overall, the walk was going relatively easy until I remembered that you get constantly attacked in Gotham City. The minute I heard, "Get them," I realised I made a little bit of a mess up. Do not worry, however, I did remove my death time from the final results and I just simply equipped the invincibility red brick and carried on my walk. Once you get into Gotham, it is just simply a straight path all the way to the end of the docks. Oh, Batman's gonna have one very sore back. This guy did not leave me alone. So, how long did it take to get across Gotham City? Well, it took 19 minutes and 42 seconds.
You shall not pass!
It is time for LEGO Lord of the Rings. Remember when Gandalf apologises to Frodo saying, "Sorry Frodo, I was delayed"? Well, no wonder. Oh, now I messed up so badly with this one. I thought, why not I equip the Mithril music boots and walk across the map? That was a very big mistake, having to listen to dun 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 for 20 minutes was not the greatest. The Dead Marshes was rather tricky, as you do have to jump to get across the lily pads, and there is a section where you do have to take a boat to get across Amon Hen. But after that, it is relatively simple. You just go across the Pass of Caradas down to Weathertop, across the town Bray, and end in Hobbiton. So, to walk across Middle-earth, it was only marginally smaller than Gotham City, and it took me 18 minutes and 59 seconds. Now, I am going to warn you, walking across this next LEGO game map really made me question this challenge, as it took forever. It's LEGO City Undercover with Chase McCain, and this map to walk across was an absolute pain. With the layout of LEGO City being a more circular map, I decided to walk around the map instead of across the map, which logically made more sense, but it took a lot more time. So here is my starting point and finish line. The route led me through Little Italy, then across Miami, next was through the airport, and do you see that bridge in the distance? Yeah, I have to get to that and we're already 25 minutes in. There were a few interruptions by cars on my journey, but do not worry, I deducted that time from the end results, and I didn't realise I was in Jurassic Park. And why are people rolling around like they're fighting a boss? Hey look, Michael McDonald. And there we go, we have now walked around LEGO City, and the total time for this LEGO game map was 1 hour and 8 minutes. Next up is the legendary LEGO Marvel Superheroes. So, for New York City, this was a little bit of a different one because I decided to start on Liberty Island because this is the furthest point of the map, and the other furthest point of the map is at the very end of the X-Mansion. So, now that you know the route, I then set off on my journey, and it wasn't until I reached the very end of Liberty Island when I realised there is no way over to Manhattan, unless I start again and transfer the ferry over, on which I did, and then it was just a simple walk through New York City. And just before we get on to how long it took, hello there guys, I am RuggedEagle, and if you have gone to enjoy this video so far, a like would be so appreciated, and a subscribe, as this video took so long to make. Anyway, let's get back to it. So, to walk across the entirety of New York City in LEGO Marvel Superheroes, it took 24 minutes and 17 seconds. Everything is awesome! Next up is LEGO Movie 1. Rather than having one gigantic open world, in LEGO Movie 1 they decided to break it down into 5 small worlds. You have Cloud Cuckoo, Bricksburg, the Wild West, Pew 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 Pew, the Bonus Room, and Octan Tower. And when you compare this to the gigantic open worlds, this is such a downgrade. To literally walk across all of the 5 worlds, it only takes 5 minutes and 48 seconds. This is extremely low for a 2014 LEGO game. Get ready to go down, down, down to Goblin Town. It's LEGO Hobbit. Again, you would presume this would be the exact same as Middle-earth from LEGO Lord of the Rings with some new added locations. Wrong. This single-handedly was the most excruciating walk of them all. Trying to map out the route for the walk was impossible, and I actually mean that because you cannot physically walk across this map. But I did find a way to walk across the map. First off, you will need Saruman to destroy these boulders to make a path. Then I will need to scale the Misty Mountains and enter the secret passage, which then takes me to the Pine Forest, on where I am forced to take an eagle to the Carrock, like they do in the movie. Carry on walking, grab a boat, head up the mountains through this town, then finally land here at the furthest point and hope I do not glitch on the wooden plank. That is how I went about walking across Middle-earth in LEGO Hobbit, and unlike Middle-earth in LEGO Lord of the Rings, it took an extra 15 minutes and 54 seconds to get across the map, total time being 34 minutes and 53 seconds. And when I said it was impossible to walk across this map, yes, it is, because you are forced to fast travel by using the eagles. It is now time to go beyond Gotham. It's LEGO Batman 3 up next. With a total of 7 planets to walk across, all covered in numerous obstacles and horrific camera angles, which caused my character to switch directions so many times, I knew this one was going to be tough, and well, it was. Trying to stay in a straight line on these planets was literally just so difficult because you keep switching direction, the planet shoves you this way. At least Oa and the moon was easy. Like, seriously, how am I supposed to walk across this planet? Do not worry, I did eventually find a way. Because I want to go that way, but the planet says no, 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 no. No. Including all of the planets and all of the other extra areas, here is how long it took to walk across everything in LEGO Batman 3. Get ready to spare no expense. Welcome to Jurassic Park. It's LEGO Jurassic World time. You know what? I will let Jeff Goldblum explain this one. We gotta, walk map. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Anyway, LEGO Jurassic World has a total of 4 maps, one for each movie, spanning across 2 major islands, being Isla Sorna and Isla Nublar. Jurassic World took a total of 18 minutes and 5 seconds to walk around, as that map had a more circular approach, and then there was Jurassic Park 2's map, which did cause me to break the entire rules of the challenge, as it was impossible to walk and jump onto this rope, so a small sprint was required. Other than this one being a little tricky, all the others were a walk in the Jurassic Park. Total walking time was 41 minutes and 47 seconds. Next up, it's time to follow the yellow brick road. It's LEGO Dimensions. 30 total maps, all needing to be walked across, from the Sonic world to Doctor Who, Simpsons to Harry Potter, Gremlins to Mission Impossible. When I say this one took forever, I mean that. I legitimately had to do the Back to the Future world 3 times, one for the past, the present, and the future. Then there was the Portal world, which was pretty much all vertical, not to forget the Wizard of Oz world. I had to start in Kansas, take the tornado up, follow the yellow brick road. So, just how long did it take me to walk across all 30 planets in LEGO Dimensions? Well, It took 3 hours and 12 minutes and 21 seconds. But the big question now is LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga any bigger than LEGO Dimensions? We will get onto that very soon. Iron Man sounds like a domestic product to me. Time to head back to New York City in LEGO Marvel Avengers. New York City within this game is only slightly different to the one we see inside of LEGO Marvel Superheroes. The map is completely identical until you reach the gates where the X-Mansion was originally. Yes, there are a few other changes like the Baxter Building being missing and Stark Tower now being Avengers Tower, but that doesn't really affect the map. So, instead of walking across New York City again, I simply took how long it took me in LEGO Marvel 1 to get to where the X-Mansion gates are, and then I just added on how long it took me to get across Avengers Base, starting from the X-Mansion gates. So, to walk across New York City in LEGO Marvel Avengers, it is only slightly bigger than LEGO Marvel Superheroes 1. It takes 25 minutes and 5 seconds. However, do not forget in LEGO Marvel Avengers, there is also an extra 7 mini open worlds to explore, and walking across all them and New York City takes the total time up to 43 minutes and 27 seconds. There has been an awakening. Have you felt it? Next up is LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. This LEGO game's open world is really strange and I ain't a massive fan of it. There are only 4 explorable planets, not to forget the Millennium Falcon, and they all feel extremely bland with not much going on, and it doesn't help that they are all very linear too, as you cannot really go off track and explore freely, which is a positive in our situation, making them very easy to walk across. So the total walking time for LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens was 20 minutes and 30 seconds, and that is including the Millennium Falcon. Up next is LEGO Worlds. Now you may be wondering how I went about doing this one, as LEGO Worlds is a sandbox LEGO game and all of the worlds are randomly generated, so how did I walk across them? Well, luckily inside of LEGO Worlds, the worlds are not infinitely generated and they do have selected sizes for each of the worlds. You have small, regular, large, and then huge. So I got to work and I simply made a straight path all the way across each of the world sizes, and yes, this wasn't the most interesting walk, but here are the results. To walk across all of the world sizes in LEGO Worlds, it took me 43 minutes and 35 seconds. Get ready to jump up, kick back, whip around and spin. It's LEGO Ninjago, the movie, the video game. And well, this one was actually impossible, because the levels inside of this game are the open world. I know that may sound really strange, but they are. To put it into simple terms for you, if you were to get across the open world in this game, you are practically doing the level, and it always requires you to do parkour, making it, well, simply impossible to walk across, because I have to do wall running, I have to do jumping, which means we are going to have to jump up, kick back, whip around and spin over to the next one. It's LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. I remember when this LEGO game first dropped and a lot of people really liked the open world and a lot of people really didn't. Personally, I loved it and the walk was amazing for this one. I got to go through Wakanda, medieval England, futuristic New York, Asgard, noir New York, and with the map's layout being very similar to that of LEGO City Undercover, I was forced to walk around the map once again, and it took me 36 minutes and 39 seconds, and it wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be. LEGO City Undercover was nearly double of this. And well, ride like the wind, bullseye. Next up is LEGO Incredibles. I really do not know why. I always do Toy Story for LEGO Incredibles. I mean, yes, Woody is in this LEGO game. Now, you know what this LEGO game has above all of the other LEGO games? A day and night cycle. This was really awesome to see when I was walking across the map, and we need to see this more. Just imagine New York in the LEGO Marvel games at night time. So anyway, in terms of walking all the way across Municiberg, here was the route I decided to take. It was pretty much just a straight path, and it only took me 19 minutes and 35 seconds. And it was only at the very end that I realised There's a snake in my boot. Next up is LEGO DC Supervillains. The route for this one was really simple. I simply started at the very far end of Gotham City, just behind Wayne Manor, then I walked all the way through the streets of Gotham, then all the way into Metropolis, and our final destination was Smallville. Not to forget, we also have to walk across Apocalypse. So, in total, it takes 27 minutes and 22 seconds to walk across the map. And it looks like everything is actually awesome this time. Next up is LEGO Movie 2. This one really surprised me because I totally forgot there are 16 worlds inside of this game, and some were extremely challenging to walk through. For example, take the asteroid field. I had to literally do parkour while walking and jumping. Do you know how hard that is? I know a lot of people really didn't enjoy this game, and over time the open world has grown on me quite a bit, and there are so many unique locations, and walking across them all made me appreciate how great most of them are. And when I ranked all of the open worlds, I actually put this game at the very bottom, which I totally regret now, and I recommend checking out that video. There is a card up there and a link at the end of the video, and in total, to walk across all 16 worlds, it took me 56 minutes and 38 seconds. And now it is time to find out if LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is any bigger than LEGO Dimensions, alongside the big question, how long does it take to walk across every single LEGO game map? Finally, next up is LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Not only does this game have 23 explorable planets that I need to walk across, certain planets have multiple locations in them, like Tatooine, you have Mos Eisley, Mos Espa, the Junlan Wastes. The only planet that was a little bit of an outlier was Yavin 4, as the furthest point is technically at the very top of the temple, so I decided